Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you another restoration project I've been going through besides the Moog. This is a Micromoog. I think they came out like 1975, and they're actually built to interface with the Moog. As a matter of fact, hadn't tried it yet. I don't have the correct cables, and this isn't my unit, so I don't want to do anything that could tear it up. But anyways, I'm restoring this one for our friend for Christmas because he gave me a Moog 50th anniversary clock, which is pretty cool. And so in return, I just decided to take his Micromoog that's been sitting in the closet for the last couple of years, from what I understand, and just redo it for him. But basically what I've done to this one is all new key bushings. It had clanky keys like I don't know what, but now they're nice and quiet. And had to clean the key bus underneath. The keys wasn't making contact real well, so this thing kind of squealed when I got it. It sounded pretty sick. But went through all electronics, cleaned the potentiometers, actually took all the knobs off, cleaned the knobs by hand. Basically just buffed them up real good and made them look as new as possible. But anyways, I also had to do some repair work to the rotary switch for the octaves. It was really loose, and what it was is basically they riveted. It looked like they had riveted together the actual rotary switch itself, and those rivets had worked loose. So I had to go in there and do some work to that. But as you can see, yeah, it's nice and tight. Switch is real good. But anyways, I've also been playing with a Moog CP251 with this thing, and it is very cool. Very neat little synth. And it is true, you can actually interface this Micromoog with the Moog, which I haven't tried yet. Mainly because this isn't mine, and I would hate to do something that would tear it up. But also because I don't have the correct cables. Because I was actually just going to gator clip a wire to it and see if I could get it to actually respond to my Moog. But I decided not to, just because I don't want to do anything that could actually damage this unit. So anyways, just going to give you a few sound clips here. We'll start in the lowest octave, which is all the way 32, and no sub-oscillator. Now the cool thing is about this synth is that it's only one oscillator, but they actually give you a sub-oscillator, which is basically it's like a second oscillator, but it's only a square wave, but it adds a lot to this little synth. So anyways, let me make sure everything's set up here. So basically what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you some of the waveforms. Let me turn it up. Very cool sounds. And that's just one oscillator you're hearing right now. Just kind of going through the waveforms. You got your octaves. And then you got something that's kind of cool. Me. You can go really low, super high. But also you got the switch here that's pretty cool because it actually cuts off, it bypasses the envelope generator, so you're just constantly sustaining. But now I want to show you something else that's really cool about this synth. And actually, I have to be honest with you, I have never really looked much into these synths because with one oscillator I was thinking it's not that great. But with one oscillator they actually give you a lot to work with. For instance, you have PWM for the LFO as well, so pretty sweet. Let me change waveform so you can get a can hear it's very powerful. But then when you put in the sub oscillator, let me go in. There it is without PWM. You can go high or low with the sub oscillator. So it's pretty cool in that sense. And then you got, of course, noise. And you can actually cut off the oscillator as your noise source. The filters are actually pretty cool setup too, because you can actually limit how far they go. As most of you know, Moog filters, they are really cool. On the 24 decibel ladder filter. Let me go here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I got the oscillator on. It's actually got a filter mode. And you kind of hear what it does. It gives you more of a range. And it's got one that actually you got your basic envelope generator for your filter. As you can see, it's just a clonk. That's where this comes in, because you can you got your attack time. Then you actually got your filter sustain mode, which is basically how it triggers on the keyboard. Right now, as I hold it in, you can see it never fades out. When I switch to a different mode, you can hear how I have to re-trigger it. So that's pretty cool. Let me turn off bypass there. You got sample and hold, which is pretty cool. I'll go to there we go. You got your different setups. Oscillator only, oscillator and filter, filter only. There's your PWM. Anyways, you can kind of see how that works. Very cool little synth, though. I have to actually say it's very cool. But also it's got the pitch ribbon like the poly mode, which is pretty cool. But now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hook the Micromoog up here. Let's hook it to filter. Let me get down here where I can see what I'm doing. Alright. So now what you're actually hearing the I'm just kind of adjusting the Micromoog a little bit. Speed it up a little bit. Now what's cool about this is I can actually do things like this. Pretty cool effects there. also is cool about this, you go cut that off. What's also cool about this is you can do something where you actually engage the oscillator into the filter and kind of make the filter oscillate, which is something pretty cool here. You kind of get the, let me unplug the, you almost get the Rush kind of sound on Tom Sawyer. We set the envelope generator a little bit. It's got a really nice sound, and it's not quite as powerful as some of the other Moogs, mainly just because of that one oscillator, but still it is a great little synth to play around with, and actually it has a lot of potential. In fact, I've rebuilt a satellite. For those that hadn't seen my other videos, I've actually restored Moog satellite, and this one here blows the satellite out of the water, because really the satellite is a preset based machine, and this one here is actually a full-blown synth, so you can tweak everything about this unit, and you can do some crazy things with it. I'm just touching the surface with what some of this thing can do, but the sounds are really good. And for any of y'all that didn't know how good these things sound, this is a pretty good little instrument. But anyways, thanks for watching, and hope you found this video entertaining. Take care.